Welcome back to your spot for real tech breakdowns. Today, we're diving into the Apple Vision Pro vs Meta Quest 10, two heavy hitters in the world of spatial computing. Which one's really worth your money? Stick around to find out. And hey, we're on the road to 10,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, so if you love tech content, smash that like button, subscribe, and let's get into it. %98% of viewers aren't subscribed. If you're enjoying the content, hit that subscribe button. It helps the channel grow and keeps the videos coming. Don't miss out, join the community today. And play this video. Cupertino, California Apple Today Preview, 26. An expansive update act with groundbreaking spatial experiences and new features for Apple Vision Pro. Everyday interactions become more immersive and personal, with widgets that integrate into a user's space, spatial scenes that use generative AI to add stunning lifelike depth to photos, striking enhancements that make personas feel more natural and familiar, and shared spatial experiences for Vision Pro users in the same room. First review Apple Vision Pro 26 also adds support for 180 360 and wide content from insert 360 and Canon, while new enterprise apps allow organizations to create spatial experiences unique to. And with support for PlayStation VR DualSense controllers, players can enjoy a new class of games on Apple Vision Pro 8. Apple Vision Pro has defined what's possible in this new era of spatial computing, and with 26, we're excited to push the boundaries even further, said Mike Rockwell, Apple's vice president of the Vision Products Group. With ways for Vision Pro owners to connect, explore, work together, and enjoy content, we're incredibly excited for users to enjoy features like apps and widgets that they can arrange in their spaces, spatial scenes that offer a viewing experience for their photos, and dramatically enhance personas on Vision Pro. Across the Apple ecosystem, widgets offer personalized and useful information at a glance, and with 26, widgets become spatial, integrating seamlessly into a user's space and reappearing every time they put on Apple Vision Pro. Widgets in 26 are customizable, with a variety of options for frame width, color, and depth. Beautiful new widgets, including clock, weather, music, and photos, all offer unique interactions and experiences. Users can decorate their spaces with favorite widgets, including stunning panoramas and spatial photos of their favorite memes, clocks with distinctive face designs, and quick access to their playlists and songs on Apple Music. The Widgets app helps users find widgets, including those from compatible iOS and apps, and developers will also be able to create their own widgets using. Users love how it lets them connect with family, friends, and colleagues remotely, and with 26, they can share spatial experiences with other Apple Vision Pro users in the same room. They can come together to watch the latest blockbuster movie in 3D, play a spatial game, or collaborate with coworkers. Users can also add remove participants from across the world via enabling connection with people near and far. Dassault, a leading provider of engineering and 3D design software, is leveraging this ability with their 3D Live app, bringing the ability to visualize 3D designs both in person and with remote colleagues. With 26, personas are transformed to feel more natural and familiar. Taking advantage of volumetric rendering and machine learning technology, the personas now have striking expressivity and sharpness, offering a full-size profile view, and remarkably accurate hair, lashes, and complexion. Personas are still created on the ice in a matter of seconds, and new improvements to the setup process allow users to adjust and preview how their persona looks spatially, and even pick glasses from over 1,000 variations. 26 makes spatial photos even more realistic, leveraging a new generative AI algorithm and computational depth to create spatial scenes with multiple perspectives, letting users feel like they can lean in and look around. Users can view spatial scenes in the Photos app, Spatial Gallery app, and Safari, while developers can use the Spatial Scene API to make their app experience even more immersive. Zillow is taking advantage of the API for their Zillow Immersive app, allowing users to see images of homes and apartments with the rich depth and dimension that spatial scenes offer. Users can select spatial browsing to transform articles on Safari, hide distractions, and reveal spatial scenes that come alive as they scroll. Web developers have the ability to embed 3D models directly into web pages, letting users shop and browse with depth and dimension, and see and manipulate 3D objects and models right in Safari. 26 supports native playback of 180 degree, 360 degree, and wide content from insert 360 and Canon. Users can enjoy their exciting 2D action footage the way it was meant to be seen. Developers can incorporate this new playback capability into their apps and websites. 26 also introduces support for the PlayStation VR DualSense controller. Now, developers can deliver even more engaging gameplay experiences for Apple Vision Pro thanks to motion tracking in 6 degrees of freedom, finger touch detection, and vibration support. Companies around the world are harnessing spatial computing on Apple Vision Pro to supercharge their workflows for design, training, sales, education, and more. New capabilities like team device sharing let your organizations easily set up and manage a shared pool of devices. Users can securely save their eye and hand data, vision prescription, and accessibility settings to their iPhone running iOS 26 and bring it to another Vision Pro, making sharing easier than ever. 26 adds support for Logitech Muse, a special accessory built for Apple Vision Pro that enables precise input and new ways to interact with collaboration apps like Spatial Analog, APIs, like the new Protected Content API, ensure that only people who have been granted access can see confidential materials like medical records or business forecasts, while preventing copying, screenshots, and screen sharing. More Apple Intelligence features, including updates to Image Playground, come to Apple Vision Pro. 26 also adds support for new languages, French, German, Italian, Japanese, Korean, and Spanish, along with support for English in Australia, Canada, India, Singapore, and the UK. Look to Scroll allows users to explore apps and websites using just their eyes. Users can customize the scroll speed, and developers can integrate Look to Scroll into their apps. In the redesigned Control Center, features like Guest User, Focus, Travel Mood, and more are conveniently displayed in one view, letting users effortlessly manage their music, adjust their environment settings, and connect to Mac Virtual Display. Users can unlock their iPhone while wearing Apple Vision Pro, even in a fully immersive experience like an environment. This feature can be enabled in settings for Face, iPhone models running iOS 26.3. 26 supports relaying calls from iPhone, so a user can now answer phone calls directly from Apple Vision Pro, or start a call from People View by selecting a contact's phone number or clicking on a phone number in a web page. Home View now supports fold-ins, letting users rearrange and group apps together. Let's review Meta Quest 10. Personally, I think Xbox hardware is dead, decried Laura Fryer, one of Microsoft Game Studios' founding employees, in a recent YouTube video. Sparking fierce fear for the hardware legacy of Xbox was Microsoft's reveal of the ROG Xbox Ally, a collaboration revealed during Summer Game Fest that fluffed a long-time dream of Microsoft gaming CEO Phil Spencer without quite checking the box. But the ROG Xbox Ally is only one data point for anyone anxious about the emphasis on Xbox Game Pass and the push into publishing. In the span of a few weeks, Microsoft also forecast plans that included further collaboration with AMD on a console with Meta for an Quest 10s. Many have tried to predict where Microsoft gaming is headed as Game Pass dominates the conversation and consolidation rears its ugly head behind the scenes. Yet at the moment, it's a company of contradictions and fog. In the same week, Microsoft may drop hints at future handheld plans while reports circulate that the development of the theoretical console might be essentially cancelled. Without the creative investment in Microsoft gaming from someone like Fryer, whose work included executive producing the early Gears of War games, among many other contributions, I, longtime Xbox player, can only go with the company's turbulent flow and adapt my own play accordingly. But in the year 2025, I found myself stumbling into the chaos cloud that is This Is an Xbox, and coming out with a surprising reaction. Playing Xbox games in VR might be my favorite way to play Xbox games. In anticipation of the Meta announcement, Microsoft sent Talgan a Quest 10s Xbox edition for testing, and I was eager to finally give Xbox Cloud Gaming a spin on the device. By all accounts, there is nothing unique to Quest 10s Xbox edition that wasn't previously enabled on the Quest 10s, including cloud gaming and remote play. But the package deal comes with a VR headset with 128 GB storage, Touch Plus controllers in sleek Xbox colors, an elite strap for improved comfort, usually, 70, a Xbox wireless controller, and a few months of Game Pass for free. It's the VR rig for anyone who was worried about matching their Xbox Series X. As a skeptic of practical use, not the art of creating games for VR, but the time I would actually dedicate to strapping on the gear and playing in that space, I didn't jump at the chance to test the Xbox app when it first launched on the Quest 10s. But in a world in which I will occasionally use my Steam Deck to remote play off the Xbox versus kick back on the couch with an embarrassing set of oversized goggles, I have been shocked how many times in the past 2 weeks I've been inclined to do the latter. The fidelity of the Quest 10s images, from the game streams to the AR mode that allows me to check texts without disengaging, made it a welcoming environment for casual play. Opting for a handheld over VR is not an either/or. There are plenty of uses for both, especially if you commute an hour on a train and literally play on the go. But so often my handheld experience is while my loved one watches trash on our living room television or, these days, zips around on Mario Kart World. We are a gamer family, and I am not yet prepared to install 3 TVs in our living room. So I am on the Switch or the Steam Deck or maybe in the future the Raj Xbox Li, I guess. But when it comes to the latter, I'd favor the Quest 10s, which gave me a TV experience while not taking up actual TV real estate in my home. The 1832x1 920 per eye resolution looked as solid to my eyes, and I was able to wear my glasses and in the mask thanks to a headset adapter, as the 720p of the Steam Deck. The Xbox app on the Quest 10s took me straight to Game Pass, where I could load up an old save of Oblivion or go around in blueprints on a whim. My big test for the device was Rematch, the new multiplayer soccer game from. All 3 of these games played without interruption, even when I was going 10v10 or 4v4 in Rematch, when an internet hiccup would kill momentum. Even though Rematch is not, meaning I was still looking at a boxy screen as opposed to some variant of the game, I still had a wide view of the field as I passed and shot across to teammates, who I also heard screaming at me loud and clear when I screw up. The experience was intact. The AR screen formatting meant I could still see anyone who walked in the room, just like if I were playing on TV. But the device also gives you the option for a theatrical mode that dimmed the lights around me for maximum behavior. Getting to play with an actual Xbox controller instead of the heavy, often awkward strain of using a real handheld was a boon. I would never in a million years take a Quest 10s out of the home, as it holds about 2 hours of battery life and would be a nightmare to bag up. But it solves an interesting problem for me, as someone who wants to remain present with my dear wife in a given moment, even if we are in 2 different dimensions of entertainment. Playing on the virtual Xbox screen, I could still chatter with her about odds and ends while not straining my eyes looking at a tinier handheld screen. It was refreshingly ideal, even if I still feel like that dork from Time Cop whenever I wear a VR headset in front of another living soul. Meta's Quest 10s Xbox edition does not feel like a console release or even a major jump in technology. It's a branded, at most. But it did get me to test out a new way to play, the way Xbox wants us to play in the future, which is whatever way makes sense for you or I or them, and our particular quirks and needs. Functional is not the only bar to clear, but on the precipice of the unknown, it's not a bad place to start. If you found this comparison helpful, do me a solid, hit that subscribe button and help us cross that dusky milestone. Drop a comment, are you Team Apple or Team Meta? I'm reading all of them. And don't forget to share this video. We're aiming for 1 lakh views and your support means everything. Thanks for watching, where tech meets truth. See you in the next one.